We have a couple weeks before Advocates University starts its fall session, so if you have not registered, don't delay, guys. It's going to sneak up on you, and we have to send you the course book and other related material and have you locked into the system. So if you're thinking about it, if you're holding back, if you're going, well, you know, guys, once we hit that threshold, I got to close registration because I intentionally keep a low class threshold so that everybody gets that personalized attention in this process. It's a complex class. So I need to know that you guys are understanding this process. One of the things I wanted to point out and touch on today is that I do have an Advocates University alumni page. Also, the students that registered for the fall session will be inducted or added to that group. I like to say inducted. It's a great group. There's been 4 classes that are now in it. They constantly communicate with one another to help each other increase their knowledge and advocacy and share information. It's a wonderful thing, and I am so greatly appreciative of that group and everything that they're bringing to the table. One of the things that sparked this thought that I'm sharing with you today is I constantly remind those that I advocate for, also the clients that I serve, that the devil is always in the details of the information. You need to get confident in asking follow-up questions. And of course, in Advocates University, we pinpoint all those areas where there's ambiguity. The law is intentionally ambiguous. It's intentionally that way because it's an individualized process. So there's got to be a lot of wiggle room for us to be able to determine what children need individually. And so, yes, it is intentionally broad. It's intentionally ambiguous. And so just going to, let's say, COPA or some other training that teaches you the law, yeah, those are great programs, guys. You know, rights law, great, been to it. At the same time, what you're learning is the general understanding of the law, but not the practical minutia with regards to implementation and the strategies behind that to have it be effective, to where you can advocate with knowledge and especially with confidence. That's what sets it apart, guys. You can know the law, but if you're sitting across from people that you believe know more than you do, then I'm telling you, it remains an imbalance and it remains an impediment for you to be able to effectively advocate for your child and your families. That's the value. And so the devil is in the details, guys. You have to understand how this one aspect of the law could potentially be implemented. And it could potentially be implemented in more than a few ways. So you need to understand that so that you understand what you're asking for. And the other absolute benefit that I will tell you about is the course book that we use is written by board attorneys for special education administrators and staff. It has all the case law in it. It has the current understanding of the law in it in a question and answer format. Very easy to use. And the reason we use that is that, guys, you have to start from the perspective of how your IEP team looks at things. Because you need to learn that perspective, and therefore you need to learn how they communicate in order for you to speak the same language they do. And then all these areas of ambiguity, these gray areas, because you now understand their perspective, can now explain yours in a very effective way. That is why I use that course book. You need to understand the school perspective so then you can introduce your perspective. And then that is what typically breaks the log jam, so to speak. Guys, you can become a very effective advocate for your child, but so much of it is wrapped up in that confidence that you get through understanding the general application of these laws. Register, and I hope to see you November 16th, I believe, Tuesday, 6:30 Central Time. We do record, so if you miss a course, you can always catch up. All right? This course is developed for working families, busy families. I'm busy myself. So that's how it's developed. It's there for you. Invest in yourself.